LFO3 is the different one. This is the one that is set to be an envelope, so it's going to act like, essentially it's going to be envelope 4 for us. And the goal with that is to have another one shot, and I just wanted a little bit more motion. I just felt like I could do a little bit more. And this came from me experimenting and messing and playing with all of these different little modules that I could to see which kind of sound I liked in terms of the motion. That one is so subtle that you probably wouldn't have noticed it unless I showed you guys it in isolation. But versus just a little bit of characteristics, which at this point, again, most people aren't going to notice, but it does add to the character. It does add to the depth, and it provides it just a little bit more of a human feel, which is hard to do with Serum. So now that we've got that set up, let's go through these macros, because I know that was a big portion as to what you guys were asking about and how they get set. So for me, one of the big things that you want to keep in mind is the macro is designed to act as a catalyst for something that's already being used or being done. What I mean by that is, let's take, for example, this very first macro, this tone. This tone is being set to modulate wavetable position on oscillator A and oscillator B. And for those of you guys who are keeping up, those have already been moved by envelope 2. So I'm sure you're wondering, like, oh, well, if it's already being moved and being modulated, why are you adding something else to it? Well, that's exactly why I'm adding something else to it. I'm going to use this macro to have it move in the exact opposite direction that the original envelope was designed to have it move in. The goal with that is to create a dynamic sound between option A, which is nil at 0, and option B, which is at 128, aka 100%, so that as a designer, as somebody who is going to just open this up and start playing with it, you can have options to immediately go from 1 preset to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you have all these different variations in between where you can start to play and have fun and really characterize that sound to how you want it. The goal with that, again, is to create the motion counterintuitive of what it was doing before. So envelope 2 was moving these guys forward, as far as moving this one this way and moving this one this way. The tone is going to do the exact opposite. The second I enable these and activate them, they're going to move it in the opposite direction of that of where the envelope was already moving it. The goal with that is to create a dynamic sound between A, nil, and B, max. Cool. So as somebody who has tried and I'm not going to say that I haven't sold presets. I just haven't sold them through a company like company A, B, or C. I'm not going to say any names, but this is something that they look for in terms of usability, in terms of creativity, and overall coherence to other people and other genres. If it's stuck to one genre and stuck to one type of sound and you can't modulate it that much, then you're kind of isolating yourself in terms of the people who are going to enjoy it and use it and possibly like it in the future. So I know this is kind of weird. I know some of you are like, oh, I just want something that's going to sound cool. All right, well, cool. Now you know exactly what you need to do to create a little bit of motion outside of the traditional, hey, let me change this LFO from an 1/8 to a 16th or something like that. Now you've got a little bit more fun to play with. So I'm just going to turn these guys back on, because everything from there is just kind of basic. You guys understand it. Verb, dry, wet. Crush, dry, wet. Phase, dry, wet. The goal with that is to create something that people see and recognize and will be able to know, like, oh, this is what it's for, but give them a little bit of twist at the end. Give them a little something that they're not expecting. And one key thing that I want to point out, that I know that I kind of said I'm just going to turn all these on and just let you guys have fun, but this guy, Crush,